Alright, so it's day 8, I think. It's getting confusing because I'm currently recording 2 different documentaries. One for the film Vanishing Cabinet and also one for this album. And I was thinking about what I would say in this initial vlog, and the first thought that came to mind today was that it's becoming more of a reality. Like, I'm getting more excited about the prospect of this actually being released, because all these songs that you're going to hear on this album, like, I wrote them at various points over the last 4 years, and we played them in many live streams, and people seemed to like them, and I paid a lot of attention to the songs that people liked and made sure that they were on the album, and also songs that I liked as well. Like, I really had to sit down and think about what's going to go on this album, because it's like the first proper one. It's the first album I've ever done. Like, I've done a lot of EPs over the years, but never quite got to the album stage. So it's kind of a big deal, but it's also a big deal because it's the first full-length release of just me. So that's pretty big. Like I said, I did an EP years ago where it was just me, but this is just me showing what I can do, at least in one style, I guess, and we kind of take it from there, you know. But I'm also excited to get it out and then see which of the songs that become popular. Like, I mean, this kind of supposes that I would have a following afterwards or whatever. So obviously, for the people that do follow me already, you already know the songs very well. But I guess it would be cool to have it listenable at any time, you know? Oh, what's the... Manchester in a nutshell. That's like the second or third guy that's drove past me today that had like a boombox. Do you know what? That actually brings me on to another point. This is such a great city for creativity. I've been here 4 years now. I've written more music in that time than I've ever written before. I've been part of more creative projects in that time, like films and stuff like that, than I ever have before. I think there's something to be said for the place that you're in, the location that you're in, does a lot for your creativity. So I'll say, like, anyone who watches this, who listens to the album, watches this documentary, if you're stuck, if you have like writer's block, or you know, you're just struggling for creative inspiration, try moving. Try going somewhere that gets you inspired or gets you excited. I think once you do find that, that's when you start getting ideas, or you're at least in the right headspace. I can tell you a lot of these songs that I wrote on this album, they came from certain feelings. Like, certain songs are obviously on specific topics, and you know, I wrote them in the moment, or I wrote them after years of reflection. But other songs came like from certain feelings. Like, one day I was like, you know what, I want to write about this, or I'm feeling low about this, or happy about this, or whatever, you know. Because people have asked that before, like, how do you write music? And it's relative. For me, an idea will come, maybe it's a riff. Usually it's a riff. You start with a riff, you build from there, and I tend to build the lyrics around the actual song itself and try to make them work with what exists in the song, and you work from there. Also, I realised I look like shit today. I decided to grow out the beard because I don't have any like super important work this week. I just got like a few shifts here and there at like kiosks. It doesn't really matter if I look amazing or not, because normally I shave for work. That's why I shave, and also for acting purposes. But I'm going to take advantage of not having to this week and just grow it out after a long time of not growing it out, and I don't know, start looking like a Neanderthal, I suppose. So throughout the course of the next few days of recording this, I might look a bit different. I don't know. What else? I've arrived early today, way too early, about 20 minutes early. I guess I was too eager. The last couple of times I arrived, I was either 5 or 10 minutes late or on the dot arrival. And the guys normally arrive just a little bit after 10, but I've arrived like 20 to 10. So it's a little bit too early, to be honest. But that was the thing I wanted to touch on, which I've touched on before, but I'm really excited to get this out. It's really cool seeing that people in the community are excited about it being released, but also that people are asking. You know, I've done gigs before where people have asked, have you released anything? Are you on Spotify? All that. You see it in live streams, people say that. And it's cool. And like, I want to get it on there as well. Like, I'm really excited about just getting the music online so people can hear it. And I know how crazy this will sound, but I'm already thinking of the next project. So I want to get it out, get it released, and then, I don't know, maybe try and find a way to get back in the studio and start recording something else. I don't know. I'm trying to hold off on that for the minute, but I'm definitely feeling inspired to write something. It's in me. I just want to have my focus, because right now, I'm trying to get this album done, trying to get this film done, and then I'll be open. But there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. The podcast, there's quite a lot going on with that. I'm creating more content. I'm becoming a bit more of a content creator. Like, that's gone in waves over the years, but now it's like, ooh, I think I'm finding something with YouTube again. And I'm trying different things like this, like documentary style stuff, you know, behind the scenes. Like, I know it's not an amazing, you know, 4K extravaganza documentary, but what is a documentary at its heart? It's documentation of something throughout the process. You know, I'm so glad that I documented every step of this journey, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This has been a joyous experience the whole time, but I've learned a few things through doing it that I'm going to carry with me. I think we all have, and I'm still learning every single day. And I think that's important for any creator or any person watching this. Like, always have your mind open to growth. Like, never close your mind off. You can always grow, you can always improve, you can always be better. And yeah, so I don't know. Anything else? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I'm curious to see what our decision's going to be, because we're doing drums. Today is, and this week is, we're trying to get drums done. We're trying to get bass done. Get it all. I want to get everything recorded, like done this week, so that we can focus on mixing, mastering, all that. I think there's going to be a day where we need to maybe lay down some stuff, write some stuff for Out of Reach, because it's like a ballady thing, but that'll be like keys. So I'm thinking maybe George can do drums and keys on this album, and then I'll do the rest. But who knows? You know, maybe I can give it a whack. I don't know. I think like the last sessions taught me that I can play drums, but I need a lot of practice, which is understandable because I never learned to properly play. I never learned to properly play bass either, but bass is a little bit of, it's not really that much of a departure from guitar, whereas drums is a significant departure. It's like learning a different language, do you know what I mean? But in the same way, for instance, guitar and bass is a bit like knowing Spanish and then learning Portuguese, do you know what I mean? It's similar, it's different, but it's similar. Whereas learning drums is like trying to learn Chinese. It's like, no, you got to start from scratch. You just have to. But I want it. Like, I love playing instruments, and one of my absolute dreams is to have my own studio one day and build everything in there and just be able to walk in and play and build from scratch. Like, record everything myself. That would be a dream of mine one day, to record an album completely myself. So we'll see what happens. Let's do this. So, it's a different room for the first time, but same live room, different direction. Would you say this is better or worse than the other setup?
I don't know. They both have their benefits, I guess. You know, I think it's a lot newer desk, so it tends to function a little more expectedly.
No computer crashing then.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Right on. So something that's interesting actually is that already the way you've set the kit up is completely different from how it was set up before.
Is it?
Yep.
In what way?
It's just different. Like whoever set it up before, that's how they play drums.
Oh, yeah.
But this is more like, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing. But also you can tell it's more functional as well.
Yeah.
This is more like a drummer's setup.
Well, some drummers like the skin's flat.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I like on an angle it's just easier.
Especially for you can tell that this is set up for a fill, like right there.
Yeah.
Like it's like,
I like the snare pretty flat.
Yeah, I have the snare flat. Like that needs to be higher.
Because then you can get a bit of like rim shots
Get
and
like
stuff.
crack on it, can't you?
So boys, explain what we're doing now.
We are setting the drums up, and then we're going to tune. Hello. Tune them. That'll probably take us an hour, maybe.
Wow.
Why do you think it takes so long?
Because it's hard.
It's hard, yeah, and the drums are getting changed constantly, like every day, maybe every week. So there's no like consistency to be found really.
Yeah, I mean like people come in and like mess around with the tunings to whatever they need them to be, and then
Yeah, and people who not necessarily know what they're doing. So
you come in and it's smashed, or it's really, really out of tune, or
yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as the school kits ever were. Jesus.
wow, come on. That's when I was at school. It was always either broken or just so hideously out of tune that it was
Like
not even worth trying.
Like dangerous.
It's kind of depressing, actually, in retrospect.
What's happened there?
they always give me these ones. I don't know why. They always give me this symbol.
Looks like it's been on a film. Hold on, that's fucking smashed. I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, it's flavour.
How's that gonna fuck off?
I can't really hear much of a difference.
Gonna guess you want to crash.
Crash
On one side.
Right.
There. They gave us 2 rides, so I'm guessing
Two
rides.
rides.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They gave us the Icy 20s.
Is it a crash ride?
And then they gave us, I think it's, you can kind of,
I want that one.
you want this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely want that one.
Looks like it. Yeah, okay.
Thick boy.
Big beefy boy.
Beefy boy.
That is fucking massive. Look at it.
18.
Jesus Christ.
20.
Same size as this.
Is it?
You could kill a motherfucker with that.
Should we make a high out of it?
You could.
Has that ever been done?
That'd be hard work.
Must
High ride.
Imagine trying to fucking lift that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Open hat.
I'm trying to visualise that. They just look ridiculous.
It must have been done by some crazy band.
Some crazy band.
Some crazy band.
Can be that crazy band.
Crazy band.
So that's where we are today,
Crazy girls.
in this room.
Yeah,
I do it upside down. Doesn't even sound too bad, I don't think. What do you reckon?
That's a lot heavier than last time. This doesn't sound quite as tight as it did
Yeah,
before.
I was going to say that could be tighter.
tiniest bit off, like the tiniest bit.
I don't like that.
It's just only like a little bit off.
Yeah.
But when I say like a little bit off, it's like the guitar equivalent of like being only like half an octave out of tune.
How does it sound if you like stand over there? Because obviously I'm getting a different feel of what it sounds like.
Play. Sounds pretty tight to me. Yeah.
Play that one up. See what it sounds like.
Fucking mental, like.
Crazy. Can't wait to get back on the meal deal diet as well.
Fuck's sake. I was thinking the amount of money I spent on meal deals during the recording process for this album.
Fucking
Receipts.
yeah, claim it back.
We could claim it as business expenses.
Good to you.
That's the wrong mic.
Is it?
That's 451. Okay, on it for us.
Alright.
That's the hi-hat, mate.
Sorry, boss.
Fucking numpty. I'm just kidding.
I saw a condenser and I ran with it.
As if I know anything about this.
Oh yeah. What's that?
These are cool little mics. I like these ones.
48.
48.
Okay.
The hi-hat one's slightly higher.
Look at that.
As long as it's kind of
Okay.
hitting the right place.
It's like I'm trying to sell this.
You can kind of put
He's back again.
Like a little snake, isn't he?
Back again. Tape police is back. Tell a friend.
I'm not the tape police.
Tape police. Who's the tape police? Is it this guy? Dun dun dun.
He knows it.
He knows. He is the tape police. And he gives no fucks. Speakers are better in there.
Oh yeah.
I like that. That's really good.
The new speakers. I definitely prefer this room sounds. It's a little more complicated, I think, to actually use.
Nice. So it comes through just like the regular audio does.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Too well? Alright, do you want to just play a simple beat? Just like a hi-hat snare type.
As you can hear, Jack's call was to add that towel over there onto the snare, which has made it a lot tighter from this end. In the room it sounds worse, but here it sounds very tight. Studio magic.
Quadruplet silent.
Little lunch break. Jack's having a little play. Woo! Of course I can tell him what to do. Hold on. Go faster, please. Play it like you owe the landlord some rent. Clearly not a priority for you. I'm very happy with how this is sounding, to be honest. It sounds very good. wow, look, in the mirror, it looks like I've got my like 2 hands holding the camera up. It's only one. That's weird. Right, so right now we're getting ready to track some drums. Jack is going to head into this room in a second and set up a mic for George so that he can talk to us basically through this, because we've got a little setup here. So you press this button, he'll be able to hear something. So watch this. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Hello, George. There we go. Just to prove that it works. But yeah, we've got our little mic set up here so that we can speak to him, but he needs one so that he can speak to us, and that'll just make it easier for general communication while we're tracking and back and forth, you know, like, hey, adjust the levels, how did that go, do it again, blah 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 blah. So there you go. I think he's still getting the microphone. Oh, there he is. Finally decided to show up. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. There he is. So, ready to rock? Alright, let's do it. So, we spent some time piecing together the song, sort of me telling George what I'd like him to do, and now we're going to do like a run through. We're going to record it just because, might as well. We're going to see how it goes. Hey. Look at this guy. Who's this guy think he is?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Who's this guy think he is?
Just give me another one.
Look at this guy. Who the fuck does he think he is?
Yeah, it's good.
Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
One more. Okay, I think we've got what we need. Keep going.
Who do you think you are, eh?
Actually, the sun's coming through and it's making me sneeze, so...
Yeah, alright.
What? The sun's making what? You sneeze? I don't know why. Just the sunlight.
You're full of shit!
I just think I'm cool as fuck.
What, you a fucking plant? Sunflower?
What, are you a fucking pun? You prick. And that is what we call progress, guys. He fucking smashed it.